Hey guys, Andrethefarmer here, and today we are going to do an air layer. A lot of people have been seeing the air layers. They've been asking me, how do you do the air layers? Well, I'm going to show you step by step. First, I'm going to show you why we would air layer a branch. This is my lychee tree, and this branch is kind of just sticking out of the way, kind of in the middle of nowhere. So normally I would just prune this branch, toss it on the compost pile or whatever. But instead of doing that, I can create a whole brand new tree that's a clone of this tree. It's a mature tree right away. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our grafting knife, or any knife really, and we're going to make a groove all the way around the branch. Oop. Kind of want to be consistent with it somewhat and make that groove go all the way around, all the way through the bark, all the way around. And then you're going to make a second one, maybe about an inch, inch and a half away from the first one. And we're just making a line all the way around. And now we're going to remove the bark in between those two lines. Because the whole concept of air layering is we are going to try to get this tree to think that it needs to make roots right here because it's underground. Now you see the green stuff underneath the bark? That's the cambium. We have to make sure that every single bit of that cambium is removed, because if not, this tree is just going to heal itself. So once we finish our initial scrape, we're going to scrape that down and get the rest of that cambium off. And now we've got our capsule here, and inside here we have peat moss, and it's moistened. It's not soaking wet, but it's moistened. Okay, these capsules you can get on Amazon. They're not that expensive, and you can reuse them over and over again. So now we're going to close that up, and that's a pretty good fit right there. Sometimes they snap shut, sometimes they don't. If they don't, then we got to wrap them. We wrap them anyways, but sometimes we have to hold it and wrap it, which is really a two-man job, but I do this by myself all the time. I'm pretty decent at it. And we're just wrapping this up. And that's to keep the moisture in, because we're not going to water this at all. To keep the moisture in, and also to keep the ants out, because ants like to build nests in there. They'll still drill a hole in here and find a way to get in here anyways. But basically, that's it. The last step that you need to do after this is you got to put a label on it. And then you want to wait about 3 months, open it up, and you should have roots there. Once you have roots, I'm going to cut this branch off, put it in a pot. I usually let it stay in a pot over summer, and then the following spring is when I'll take it and transplant it into a pot. So lychee is a really good tree to air layer. I do a lot of them. They air layer very well, so I have a lot of extra lychees lying around. But if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If not, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.